How long can this rally in Bonk last? And how could we find this out? What kind of sensible analysis can we make on a meme coin? Turns out, actually quite a bit. In prior videos, we talked about token distribution, we talked about transaction activity, we also talked about the ecosystem. But this video is slightly different. In this video, we are trying to find a profitable trading strategy using statistics. So we're not just guessing and draw random lines on charts. No, we actually run the numbers. I have made 400 back tests trying to find out what's the best moving average for Bonk. The end result is this chart over here, and there are two moving averages that work particularly well. The 5-day simple moving average and the 10-day exponential moving average. So here's the Bonk chart with those two moving averages. The idea is that you bet on falling prices whenever the price is below the moving average. Whenever the price is above the moving average, that's when you bet on rising prices. And this does give us a pretty good indication where we might set potential stop losses. So if Bonk doesn't fall more than 10%, if it doesn't close a day UTC time zone below those 10%, then at least the backtest suggests that the rally is likely going to continue. Some people dismiss these kinds of backtests. Some people say this is simply just fiddling with data and you're just over-analyzing, over-optimizing. Who says that the strategy that worked in the past is going to work in the future as well? But here's the point. That's why we run so many backtests, right? We've run now 400 backtests, 400 simulations of buying and selling based on those moving averages. And when on average, right, we would see the performance simply just hovering around buying and holding, then okay, we would be cherry picking. But what we actually see is that pretty much all of the moving average backtest results are better than buying and holding. There are only very few outliers that are slightly worse. Buying and holding is indicated here in black. If you don't take just yesterday's price or the 2-day moving average where you've got a lot of trading fees, if you expand this a little bit, you tend to outperform just buying and holding. So yes, I do not know if those two particular moving averages are going to be the best in the future, but in general, the strategy tends to work. Not just for Bonk, but for many, many cryptocurrencies. When I backtest this for other cryptocurrencies, in 80 to 90% of the cases, we see very similar charts. Now, where are all those backtests? They are on the website for the premium membership. There's also a page where you can download all of those Excel sheets. There are also videos on how to build them. Now with that knowledge for Bonk, right, how can you track those moving averages? When you go to tradingview.com, you simply just enter /. And in here, you enter moving average simple. You click on that and then you get a line. In this case, it's purple. We double click on the line. We enter, in our case, 5 for the simple moving average. And if you want to, we can also change the styling, of course, to make this a bit more visible like that. Now make sure when you set this up that you've got the daily chart selected, 1 day. It only works on the daily chart. I did also backtest hourly charts and weekly charts. The daily charts tend to work the best. Also very important, ignore the fluctuations within the day, right? So even if you go below the moving average within the day, we get a wick here. Don't trade based on this. This is not how the backtest works. The backtest simply just looks at midnight UTC time zone, looks at the price relative to the moving average. If it's above, we are bullish, we bet on rising prices. If it's below, we are bearish, we bet on falling prices. Feel free to subscribe in case you haven't yet. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram channel. Link is down below.